Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Arrowhead. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Throwing on the first play from scrimmage, here's Burrow. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackle and held it to an okay gain.
And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. A big play there for Cincinnati. 73 yards. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
They'll give it to Mixon. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's 2nd and goal. Back to the 8-yard line now. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal? The last 2 plays having gone backwards. Here's Mixon. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Call it a gain of 5, but still a decent ways from the end zone now on 4th and goal. Evan McPherson out for the Bengal field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. McPherson's kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
Here's Jerick McKinnon, his first carry of the ball game. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. Room here to run. Dances by at the 20. Touchdown. Mecole Hardman. 71 yards. And the Chiefs are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair. You know,
ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection, and now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he's going to get this down near the 25. On first down now, run with McKinnon. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Second down, McKinnon. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. So the PI decline, and that'll give him a fresh set of downs.
And when you scout tight ends, one thing you want to know, just how strong they are. And we saw it in evidence there. He was able to fight through all the contact and still secure the football.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6. Takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, a 6-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that pushes the lead up to 11. The touchdown. Here's Butker on to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Bengals drive about to get going. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. Justin Reed, the safety, made the tackle. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Mixing up the middle. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And he'll take this close to a 1st down at the Chiefs' 43-yard line. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory even if they don't get it, though. Again, it's Mixon. And he will they'll have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. Throwing the out route, finding Boyd for the completion. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. On 2nd and 11 now. Burrow. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
4th down. Here's Joe Burrow. A throw for Boyd, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Nick Bolton. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Bengals drive about to get going. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track. And that ball going to be intercepted yet again. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the Chiefs will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him, and that's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Now they go screen. It's complete. And to the 49-yard line, but no further. And obviously he is well short of the first. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long, because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards.
Looking for Kelsey there, but it's intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered. They had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them, because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Burrow looking to pass. Mixon on the slant. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Pass thrown right back to Joe Mixon. First and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. Eluding, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Throwing on second and long. Burrow. And he'll spot Higgins open left side. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On third down, Burrow. This is caught. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Burrow spotting T. Higgins for the touchdown there. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it makes the score 21-10. 4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. This taken in at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to third down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Throwing now is Mahomes. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
Mahomes going to go on fourth down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Again, it's Mixon. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he'll be tackled after a gain of 4. Still 3 yards short. 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
McPherson's kick is good. So kind of disappointing there. I mean, yes, they get the 3, but with starting field position like that, 3's not what you're banking on.
No, and you just have to wonder if you can afford to let chances like that continue to pass you by. You've got to find ways to get the ball into the end zone and put 6s on the scoreboard.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they want to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on 4th down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Mahomes now to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
That's a pretty play to come out of the backfield, but as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a 1st down.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Now a handoff running through the middle. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. If they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive, stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary, partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. Open man, it's the tight end, Kelsey. And he is going to have the Chiefs 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, they will run with McKinnon. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Well, no doubt here in the 4th quarter, this is a huge defensive series.
Hey, they can read the scoreboard. They realize if they give up a field goal here, this game might be out of reach. They understand the stakes and are playing accordingly.
I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. He went backwards 7 yards, setting up a tough 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 from Bengals TD. Well, partner, this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick-6 on the other side, and now they get a pick-6 of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick-6 from earlier in this game?
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Their lead is hanging by a thread after that pick-6, but look, they're still in the driver's seat. Now the question, how aggressive will they be on this drive? Time to find out. On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. Catch is made by Hardman. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Straight ahead they go with McKinnon. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Here again is McKinnon. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Now Mahomes. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 39. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Now a give. This is McKinnon. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. On 2nd and 12, Mahomes. A dump down to McKinnon. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. 3rd and short, McKinnon. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Mahomes going to throw. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. What a chance they just took. A huge chance. They go for it on 4th down, wind up getting the 1st.
Go ahead and admit it. You thought it was a bad call, didn't you?
I did, yes.
I think any normal person did. How about him picking it up? Give him credit.
Handoff, it's McKinnon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. They'll look to pick it up with McKinnon. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Back to throw, Mahomes. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked by Logan Wilson.
And the Bengals are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on fourth down. So, my goodness, I would have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker.
Picked up by Justin Reed.
And the Chiefs have just about sewn up this football game.
Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back. Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
Mahomes down to a knee, and that should just about write a finish to this one.